everyone, I'm back. Little dance party, little dance party. Okay, so sorry, these pillows are like unbalancing. There's a barking dog in the neighbor's house, and I don't know why. And if you can hear it, I'm sorry, and if it bugs you, I'm sorry, but I can't think because of it, so we'll just we'll bear with this. No, that's not what I want to say. We'll deal with it together, I guess. There's a word that I'm looking for. Why is my hair crazy? I don't know. Don't ask me, because I don't run its life. Sorry. I was trying to be tall enough so I could cover the star, but then it just looks like I have two weird things, so I'm going to kind of lean this way so you can kind of see it. Does that make sense, I guess? Okay, great. Add some coffee. So, oh my gosh, I just seen that trampoline and then it got me all excited. So, I've been trying to get my mom to get me a trampoline like for a million years, but she's been skeptical about it because my Aunt Gretchen, her sister, was it Gretchen? Yeah, it was Gretchen. She fell off, like she was jumping on one of the neighbors' trampolines or something. Yeah, I think so. Like one of their friends' neighbors. I don't really know. She was jumping on someone's trampoline and she fell off and broke her arm, and then my grandma and grandpa sued that person that she was jumping on, like the trampolines. You understand what I'm saying? And so she's been like terrified of other children coming to jump on our trampoline, and so she's never got us one. And I even asked for my graduation present if I could have a trampoline. No, like a million years, ever since I've been little. Like, granted, we did live in apartments until I was 12, I think. So we never had, we never had place to keep the lovely trampoline that we wanted. But now we live in our house, obviously, so now we can have a trampoline. And then the Saturday. Pretty sure it was Saturday. We were talking to her because we were watching a show and they had a swimming pool in their backyard. She's like, what would it be like to have a swimming pool in your backyard? And I was like, we'd be tan. And Tristan was like, yeah, what would it be like to have a trampoline in our backyard? And I was like, we'd be buff. And then she's like, I would totally be buff. And then Tristan's like, yeah, but that'll never happen. And then there is the trailer park behind us, and our neighbors, we live in a townhouse, so I'm connected to these people, but there's people right next to us that we're not connected to, but there's like pretty good size space between us. And then they have a fence, and their fence too, like if we're looking into our backyard, like say we're standing on the deck, so we're facing this way. Well, technically we're facing that way, but if we're looking this way, this is their fence, and these two panels are broken because we had a really bad windstorm and it blew the fence down. So there's two panels that are just laying down, and then there's a diagonal one from that panel, and that one's broken, and you can see into the trailer park. And there is a trampoline over there that one of the people's got, and we're like, well, they have a trampoline, because she said that these neighbor kids, because these people have 4 kids or something, I don't really know how many kids they have, but they have a little girl that loves like coming over and talking to us, and then they have a little boy that he doesn't really talk to us, but he kind of does when the little girl does. And my mom was like, well, they'll just come over and jump on a tramp. And then I was like, well, me and Tristan are like making our argument so we can have a trampoline. And we're saying, well, those people have a trampoline and our neighbors don't go over there and jump on them. So then she was like, well, I guess we'll get a trampoline. I'm so stoked. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, Tristan's like, yeah, we'll see. But what my mom always taught me is when you say something, you have to do it. So we're getting a trampoline, and I'm gonna be so buff. Well, not my arms. My legs are, though. Because I'm never gonna get off of it. And I'm gonna be so tan, because I'm always gonna be outside, and it's gonna get so hot, and I just don't care, and I'm gonna lay on the trampoline and tan. Oh, man. I'm dead. I am dead. Okay, so after I just wasted 6 minutes telling you guys that, I have another story time for you, I guess. Yeah. This dog is driving me crazy, guys. Can you hear it? Hopefully you can, so you don't think I'm crazy. But I'm going to tell you stories about my scars. Does that sound weird? I don't know. I was looking up ideas because I kind of, like, had a brain fart and I didn't know what to do. But then I remember, like, once I started reading those ideas, I was like, oh, yeah, I already had ideas. Sorry, my bangs are, like, driving me crazy. But I started reading those ideas and I was like, oh, yeah, I already had ideas. And then I had this idea. Well, I read this idea because I was like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. And I kind of wanted to do a story time. And then I could tell you, like, little stories about my scars. Isn't that cool? Okay, great. So I'm going to tell you about this one. Can you see it? There's, like, my well, it's not a birthmark, but there's a mark right there. And you can kind of see. Yeah, you can see it. So this one, I was at my dad's. And he used to live in West Jordan, so I was, like, walking his girlfriend's baby. Like, we were on a walk with my cousin, and I was like, la la la, walking down the street, and then all of a sudden I seen this dog, and I was like, oh, a dog! Like, I love animals, and I was like, this ruined it, but I was like, a dog! Oh no, he's lost, and he has a collar, I can help him, and then I'll take him back to his people, and then they'll be so happy because they lost him. And I was like, totally, like, I am the best person ever kind of thing. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to catch this dog. And I was like, come here, doggy dog. And then he came over, and he's, like, all black. He kind of looked like a black lab, but I don't really remember because I'm traumatized. So I remember some things. Like, I think he had a white spot right here, but he was mostly black. And so he came over, and I was like, I held onto his collar, and I held onto his collar, and I went to reach under to grab it and twist it. And when I reached under, he went, and he bit my whole arm. Like, I was 13, I think. No, I was 12. And he just clamped on, like, and imagine, my arm isn't that long to begin with, so if I was 12, it's much smaller. So he just, and I was like, whoa! And then he ran away, and I was like, okay. So I started trying to push the stroller back to the house, and I was only down the street, like, it wasn't that far, but I was trying to push the stroller back up to the house so I could tell my dad that I got bit by a dog, and he could, like, I don't know, do medical things to it so he could fix it. And I was like, oh my gosh, and I'm, like, bawling my eyeballs out, and I'm, like, trying to push this freaking stroller, and it's pushing my whole, like, this bite right here, it's pushing it back, and it hurt so bad, and it instantly swelled up, and it was bleeding, and oh my gosh, I remember how bad it hurt. And then I went up to the house, and I had my cousin push the stroller back because obviously I couldn't. And so I got back up to the house, and I'm like, Dad, this dog bit me. And he's like, where'd he go? And I was like, And then he said that he like went on his bike and found him, and like, I don't know, I think he tried to take him back to the people's house, but he was just laying there in the grass by a church. And then we called the cops, and the cops came and we like did a report. I don't really remember much after that. Like, it's kind of spotty. And then I remember going to Home Depot, and I was in the car, and I like put my arm up on the thing, and I had each little tooth all the way around my arm and all the way this way, and then this one tooth went in obviously bad, and I should have got stitches for it, but it healed. It's okay. And then I don't know if you can see this one. I can see it only because I know where it is. Do you see it right there? So it used to be this long, like from here to here, basically. And I was at the babysitter's house, and the neighbor had a pool, and I was like, woohoo, a pool, like I'm so excited. And then we were running and jumping and sliding into it like it was a slip and slide. And there was a yellow sprinkler head. Like, have you seen those? They're big yellow sprinkler heads, and they have jigs all the way around it. Yeah, I tripped over it and cut my, what is that called? I don't know what this is called, but I cut it so bad. Oh, it was just gushing blood, and I don't remember anything after that. I remember going to running and jumping, like going to run, and I was running, and then I tripped, and then I remember falling and getting back up and looking at my foot, and it was so bad. It hurt so bad. And then, like, I remember putting my arms around people so they could take me back over to the babysitter's house, and then I remember telling my mom what happened. That's it. I don't remember anything else. And then I have this scar. I don't know if you can see it because I had my knee down, but it's right there. And then have one on the top. I don't know if you can see those ones. But I have those two scars from the top one, like the bigger top one. That was from, I was on my Heelys and I was riding down this driveway right here. And there was a rock and I fell forward and skinned my knee the rest of the way. Yeah, that freaking hurt. And then the other one, I was riding my bike so fast. I was like, whew, whew, whew. And then, boom! And I flew and scraped my knee and my elbow so bad. Like, this whole thing up here was scraped, but now I just have a little scratch right here. It's kind of right there. So yeah, that's that. And then I should have tons of scars on my face because I was at my dad's house. I always get hurt in my dad's house. And I was on the trampoline and it started raining. We were having a sleepover on the trampoline. And I was picking up the sleeping bag to take it back inside. And the way you got off the trampoline was through the swing set, like most people do that, off the slide. And I missed the slide and it was gravel under the swing set. And I went whoop, right on my face. And I had bloody blood, like I looked like Freddy Krueger over here. And then the other time I hit my forehead. We have this like Head Start. You would only know what I was talking about if you lived here, and you obviously don't. So we have this Head Start, and it's by a canyon. And we have a baseball diamond. We were playing baseball, and the swing, it was windy, and one of the kids like flipped the latch up so you could open the. Did I say swing? I'm pretty sure I said swing. We have a fence to the baseball diamond, and somebody unlatched the fence so you could open it, and it came back and went poof, hit me in the face. So I think when I'm older I'm gonna have scars on my forehead from all those things. But yeah, so that's my scar story. If you're still here, thanks for watching. I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.